everyone, and welcome to my March 2024 monthly reset routine. So, I filmed this reset video a little differently, yet I wish to do it in a way that can support me. So, first off, here I am putting on a candle and setting that safe space, that ambiance. I've always been telling you guys setting your environment is so important and it can help your overall well being and set your mood as well for the day. At the end of the day, we're entering a new month, and even the month of March, a new season is also coming up, the season of spring. Easter is coming up too. So, with all of this, I also wanted to start preparing my space for the seasonal change. I love setting up my space according to the seasons that come about. I bought myself some cushion covers from Shein for Easter and spring, and here you can see me changing my cushion covers for my sofa in the sitting room. However, guys, I also wanted to chat a little bit with you as you see me getting my space ready and you see me reset myself for a new month. You'll also see me change the quote that I have on my wooden board that I keep on my cabinet. You'll see that soon, and I wish to find something that resonated with what I'm going through at the moment. At the moment, what I'm going through is none other but grief. My dad passed away a few days ago. It has been a whirlwind, and I couldn't get myself to talk in this video, so Luke actually suggested why not do the video as a voiceover, and so this is what I'm doing. So trying to see what will support me during this time. I've been adjusting to life after losing my dad. It was all very sudden, so there was not enough time to prepare for what happened and what unfolded. It was very dramatic and chaotic, and still I am processing or going to start processing what happened. With the loss of my dad, a lot of emotions are coming up, though even sometimes I find myself feeling numb, though all these emotions are valid during this time. However, I like calling all these emotions that are coming as waves, grief waves, sort of like when the emotion comes, the wave hits, the grief wave hits. Sometimes I've been feeling okay, but then when that moment comes when I realize, example, that he's gone and I'm never going to see him again, a grief wave just hits. I've read about grief, I've studied about grief, I've worked with clients on grief, I've heard about grief. And this is sort of how I used to, or how we also try to look at it at the moment in working with grief. It's like a wave that comes, but eventually we know that as every wave comes in the sea, it settles. So we know that when the next wave comes, it will eventually settle. Then there's another wave that comes, but then we know that it would have settled because it settled before. Does this resonate with any of you if you have lost someone? This is what I'm trying to remember, that the wave settles before the next one comes. Because sometimes it gets so overwhelming, grief just crushes you. I just wish to keep reminding myself, listen, last time when it came, it settled. And yeah, I'm just trying to get used to these grief waves. I'm trying to survive. I've never experienced such a loss. I lost my nanu when I was young, but losing my dad was so different, and it was a whole other thing. I contemplated, when and what and how should I, come back to social media. And I was like, no, I want to I went back to work. I work with cancer patients and their relatives. My dad died at the oncology hospital, so it's been a challenge even to go there. So I have to be honest, I'm still processing my anger and frustration and everything, the sadness, but I'm doing it. I'm freaking proud of myself, I'm proud that I actually managed to go back to work, especially after what my family and I witnessed. I'm very well supported by my work colleagues on my floor where I work, so I really appreciate that a lot. I'm supported by Luke and my family and friends, so that has really helped. But I'm just really proud, as I know he would be too. My dad would be proud of me. So obviously I wanted to come back on Kezzy's Corner because I was really enjoying it this year. Ever since 2024 started, I really tried to dedicate more time to Kezzy's Corner, and it's a place where I really just loved being, and it's a place that holds me. It's my creative space, and my dad always supported me in it, so here I am trying to get back into it. But I wanted to do the first video in a way that supports me in coming back, so here I am doing this voice recording. I tried to record a piece where I'm talking, but honestly I couldn't. It was too much for me, so I'm doing this voiceover, and I think it's just working just great. It's supporting me, and basically I found this quote and it's how lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Because honestly, grief is just the expression of love that you had towards that person that you lost. You know, when you love someone so much, the pain of losing them would be just as great. So that is what I'm trying to also remind myself too as I go through grief. So as you can see, it's important that whatever you're going through, whatever life presents to you, it's important to see what you need at that moment to support yourselves. I really wanted to do this video because reset videos are something that I'm really enjoying, but I also wanted to do it in a way, as I've been saying, in a way that supports me. So here I am also sharing with you some rituals that I like doing to help me reset, to support me, and basically going into the new month as like I just want February to be done now, like just done and to be over with. I want to reset myself for the new month, and I was like, okay, let me combine it with Kezzy's Corner and go back on it. So here I am baking cake, and I did, and I'm really happy. It's very simple. It was very simple of Betty Crocker, but still was fun to bake. I gave a piece to my mum and Aiden and even to my nana as well, and they all really loved it. So I was really happy about that. So here I am doing another supportive ritual, which is drinking my cup of tea. This ritual was always shared with my dad. We always used to wake up in the morning and he'd make me a cup of tea just before we start our day. So that's something so special to me. Okay, so now let's just go through my goals that I had during the month of February. It's very hard to getting into my goals because obviously looking at the goals that I had for February, then with everything that happened, it's just been chaos. There's pain, but we're here today. I'm really trying and I'm surviving, and so let's try to check in with the month of February and its goals that I had set back at the end of January last month. So the first goal that I had was to actually read 2 books, and I actually managed. Reading books was a true support even through the loss, and I managed to read 2 books. I read Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney and Before We Were Innocent by Ella Berman. I enjoyed both. The next goal was to continue preparing for my lecture, which I did. I didn't do as much as I wanted to, but I did something, so I'm happy with that. The next goal was to upload 4 videos on my YouTube channel, which I didn't do. I didn't upload 4 videos. I recorded, but I didn't upload 4 videos, but that's fine. I only uploaded 2. With everything that happened, or even just one during the month of February, to be honest. Another goal was to film 6 reels on my Instagram, which I only filmed 4, but I guess to be honest, 4 is not bad. So, yeah. The next goal was to go for a walk at least 3 times, and I have to be honest, I never went for a walk, but I did go to dance twice, and I did do 1 workout. So, can that count? Anyways, I moved, so we'll see. Okay. Final goal of mine was to go on a solo day and film it, and I actually did that. But obviously I haven't shared it with you guys, and maybe hopefully one day I will. Okay, so now it was time to sit down and reflect a little bit on the goals that I wish to set for myself during the month of March. And so here I am sharing them with you guys. The first goal that I wish to keep is to read another book. 2 books basically. I found reading as a very comforting ritual for me to have while going through grief, so definitely I will keep it. I'm currently reading Happy Place by Emily Henry. I love the author, and then I'll see what other book to read besides that. The second goal that I wish to set is to continue working on my lecture, but also to finalize my reading and cover all the material that I have, and to start preparing the presentation and hopefully start compiling it, and that's due in April, so need to start working on it more. The next goal is to upload 2 videos at least during the month of March on my YouTube channel. I want to really be kind to myself, and so I felt 2 videos is a good start. It's a good number. The next goal was to upload at least 4 Instagram Reels. I just wish to get that rolling again. I love uploading on Instagram, especially Reels, and I love making them very simple now, but with like a word or a quote or so. That's what I want to work on during the month of March. The next goal is to exercise at least, not exercise, but really engage in 3 different physical activities. I don't want to just go on walks because simply it's not working, but I could do something like yoga or doing a workout or just basically moving my body. I feel like sometimes ever since everything happened, my body has just frozen, and I wish to try and move my body a bit more. Like when you move your body, you feel good. Anytime that you move your body or you change the space that you're in, you're changing something. You're fluctuating, and it helps your overall mood. So I'm going to try to see what physical activities can support me, and at least I would do 3. So yeah, I was going to dance, but to be honest, I'm not gonna go for now because I don't feel up to it. Maybe I'll go again, we'll see, as I really enjoyed the last two lessons. However, I want to see if maybe something like yoga, or maybe we try walking again, although it didn't really help in the past 2 months, but maybe we'll try and see. And I'll just see what physical activities I can try out that support me. The final goal that I wish to set is to go for a coffee on my own. I feel like I haven't been spending any time on my own because I find myself when I spend time on my own, I feel down, I get stuck in my head, and everything just comes up. So I want to see if I can at least manage going maybe for a coffee on my own and having a book maybe in between like work and clinic. I can try at least to see how that covers me, even for just like half an hour or so, depending on traffic and parking. Well, we'll just see how this goes. At the end of the goals, I like listing 3 different keywords that I can keep with me during the month of March to keep me motivated and focused on where I want to go. And the keywords I chose were breed, health, and grief. I think these 3 keywords are what I wish to stay with and nothing more. At the end, I also set a deadline for myself to see when I will look at and check in with my goals during the month of March and set new goals for the next month. I find that really helps me. I also love using the iPad as you're seeing me now, and I list and set deadlines on like when I could upload some videos, or what videos I could upload, or what Instagram reels I could upload, or maybe when I can do the physical activity. Like trying to see how and when and what goals I'm going to do and listing these down on my calendar. I find that really helps motivate me. So how did you guys do in your February goals? What were your goals? What are your goals in March? I just hope that you're being generous with yourselves, you're being kind to yourselves, and it's so important just to know, to tap yourselves on the shoulder lightly rather than hit yourselves harshly. So be kind, guys, to yourselves. Be kind. So that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I reset myself for the month of March, especially with everything going on. I wish you all a lovely month ahead, and I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who has reached out, sent hugs, checked in. It really meant a lot, so thank you so much. I'm really happy to be coming back to Kizzy's Corner because it's a safe space, and obviously I'll be entering it as I continue to grieve, as this will be my journey. I hope to continue creating more content and being my creative self. At the end of the day, my dad was quite proud of that. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and this is how my cake turned out. It was really good. Ciao guys, have a good day and take care.
Every hour I spend is on you, every single